Good morning everyone, welcome to Ojaswat IAS Academy. So today we will discuss the MCQs of 15th June and you can also join us on our Telegram channel where we upload all these PPTs. So let's check out what are the 10 topics which we are going to cover in today's MCQs. So here is the list is given and try to get at least 7 questions correct out of 10 and also be consistent, regularly watch our videos. So let's begin our today's MCQs. So question number 1 is with reference to International Seabed Authority. Statement first, it regulates all mineral related activities in the international seabed area which is beyond national jurisdiction of countries. Second, India has not ratified the agreement of membership at ISA. So here the correct option is A and statement second is incorrect because India was the first country to receive the status of pioneer investor at ISA in 1987. So it was actually member of ISA. Also ISA was formed in 1994 under United Nations Convention on the Law of Sea and it is headquartered in Jamaica. Now you have to write in the comment section in which country Jamaica is located. Now question number 2 is with reference to first virtual fair in India. Statement first, the virtual fair was conducted by Ministry of Tourism. Second, the fair aimed at promotion of exports of handicrafts from India. So the correct option here is B, that means statement first is incorrect one. Because it was not Ministry of Tourism but Export Promotion Council for Handicrafts that hosted a 4-day virtual fair for around 200 Indian exporters and it is the apex body of handicrafts exporters for promotion of exports of handicrafts from India and every seller was provided with a virtual stall and as an overseas buyer click on a stall and he was directed to the photographs and videos of the product of the seller. An important thing is that every year the sellers had to spend around rupees 1.5 to 2 lakhs to install a physical stall but the virtual stall costed them only rupees 10,000. So you can see how much it will prove helpful for several small exporters to participate in the virtual fair. And you can also note down these kind of points for your mains examination. These are very good points where you can support your stand that why digitalization in India is important. Now question number 3 is with reference to Central Administrative Tribunal. Statement first, CAT is a constitutional body that deals with the service matters of government employees. Second, CAT is given with the powers to exercise itself as a high court under the Administrative Tribunal Act. So the correct option here is B, meaning statement first is incorrect because CAT is not a constitutional body, it is a statutory body because it was established under Administrative Tribunal Act 1985, although it is mentioned in Article 323 of the Constitution that there is a need of CAT, but it was because established under an act, so it is a statutory body. Also the tribunal adjudicates the complaints regarding conditions of service of public servants and also recruitment of posts associated with the affairs of the union or local authorities within the jurisdiction of India. And CAT bench will deal exclusively with the service matters of government employees and will reduce the burden of several courts. And also CAT has been conferred with the power to exercise itself as a high court under section 17 of this act. And next thing is that the allowances and salaries of the employees and officers of this tribunal are specified by central government, not parliament or state government. Now question number 4 is Challenger Deep recently news is located in which of the following oceans? So the correct option here is C, that means Pacific Ocean. So here the map is given. So the China's unmanned submersible Had-1 set the record by submerging under the Pacific Ocean surface of the Mariana Trench and the vehicle deals over 10,000 meters 4 times at the Challenger Deep, which is the deepest known point in the Earth's seabed hydrosphere in the Mariana Trench during the trip. Also, China has stepped up to develop deep sea technology to explore mining of rich natural resources from the seabed, and in 2011 China entered into a deal with the International Seabed Authority for a polymetallic sulfide exploration area of 10,000 square kilometers in the Indian Ocean for 15 years. Now question number 5 is, Baghjan oil well recently news is located in which of the following states? So if you are regular with the videos, I hope you can answer it correctly, and the option which is correct is B, that means it is located in Assam. And recently it is in news because massive fire has broke out in this well, and the well of the Oil India Limited had blown out on May 27 and is leaking gas for the past days, which is a mix of propane, methane, propylene and other gases. Also, the blowout is having huge impact on wildlife as well as local people, which is very much evident. Now question number 6 is with reference to permafrost. Statement first, it is a ground that remains partially frozen at 10 degrees Celsius or below for at least 6 months. Second, it is defined solely based on temperature and duration. Third, Earth's polar and high altitude regions are principal permafrost reservoirs. Fourth, as temperature rises, the binding ice in permafrost melts that makes ground unstable. So here the correct option is A, because statement first is incorrect. Because according to the definition, permafrost is ground that remains completely frozen at 0 degrees Celsius or below for at least 2 years. So it should be completely and for at least 2 years. And these grounds are known to be below 22% of the land surface on Earth, and mostly in polar zones and regions with high mountains. And while permafrost itself is always frozen, the surface layer that cover it, which is called active layer, need not be, as given in the diagram. You can check out it. The upper layer is active layer and below one is permafrost. Now question number 7 is, recently Nagar One scheme was in news. Statement first, it was announced on the occasion of World Environment Day. Second, it aims to develop 200 rural forests across the country. Third, the finances for the scheme will be paid for by the Kampa funds. So as we have to find out incorrect statement, so here the incorrect statement is second, so option will be B. And its statement second is incorrect because the Nagar One, which means urban forest, so it is not related with rural forest, it is related with urban forestry, and it aims to develop 200 urban forests across the country in the next 5 years. Also, the scheme enforces people's participation and collaboration between the forest department, municipal bodies, NGOs, etc. And these urban forests will primarily be on the existing forest land in the city or any other vacant land offered by the local urban bodies. And Virje Urban Forest, which is in Pune in Maharashtra, will be considered as a role model for the scheme. Now question number 8 is, consider the following statements regarding recent oil spilling incident in Siberia. Statement first, shrinking of ground surface due to permafrost thaw is now being recognized as the principal reason. Second, the thermoelectric plant is built entirely on permafrost. So here the correct option is C, meaning both the given statements are correct. So the thermoelectric plant is built entirely on permafrost, whose weakening over the years due to climate change caused the pillars supporting a fuel tank at the plant to shrink and leading to loss of contaminant. And according to available data, the preliminary cause of contaminant loss by the diesel fuel tank was subsidence of soil and the concrete platform on it. So you can see the impact of climate change on the polar region as well. Now question number 9 is why a statue of Belgium's king Leopold II was removed after Black Lives Matter protests? So here the correct option is A, that means he used violent and exploitative policies in the Congo. So Belgium's longest reigning monarch named Leopold II, whose reign lasted between 1865 to 1909, was notorious for his treatment of the Congo Free State in the African continent, which he owned. Now here question for you is you have to tell who was the Viceroy of India in 1909. Now let's move on to the next question. Now the last question is Belgium shares border with which of the following water bodies? So the correct option is it shares border with North Sea. So option will be C. So as you can check out it in the map, Belgium shares border with North Sea, and in terms of countries, it shares border with France, Germany, Luxembourg and Netherlands. So that's all in our today's MCQs. Hope you guys are liking the lecture, and if you want to contact us, these are the details, and please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest update of the videos. Also like, share and comment on the video. And if you want information regarding UPPSC examination and its test series, you can also contact us. We are always there to help you and to listen your genuine queries. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a nice day and thank you.